Hello guys, welcome back to the FTR channel for a new Fuji test recipe week. This week recipe is called Nomadic Mood film recipe, and honestly, in my opinion, this is probably one of the best recipe that you can use on a day-to-day basis. You know, whether it's for landscape photography, travel photography, street photography, and even I think night photography, because I took a lot of photos this week during the night as well. So you guys are gonna get a chance to see what it looks like even at night. And unlike previous weeks, I actually decided to shoot later on during the day, like instead of the morning like I typically do. I actually went and out probably around like 4 p.m. So the sun was kind of beaming at that point in time, and you can kind of see the difference between when the sun is really coming out or is still out a lot compared to when the sun is starting to go down. The difference in the way the recipe is behaving is incredible to me. That was crazy. So the basic of this recipe, as you guys probably already know, is classic negative. The recipe is very moody, and you could attribute that to probably the amount of grain that is, that the recipe calls for. So the grain is very strong and large, right? Which gives you the vintage look that you're probably looking for, which personally I enjoy. That's my go-to. I love vintage looks. So every time I see a recipe that has that component into it, I'm all for it. The highlight in this recipe is low, but the shadows has increased. So sometimes you may need to increase your exposure a little bit depending on how you want the photo to look like. But sometimes, honestly, if you just shoot a little bit like underexposed, it gives you that moody feel that you may be looking for, right? Like which personally I enjoyed, and a lot of the photos that I took were that way, especially as the night was coming. I did not increase the exposure like exponentially, like crazy. I didn't spend it I did not increase the exposure too much, because I kind of just wanted to look a certain way. This week I decided to go to the Lantern Festival, an Asian holiday or celebration I should say, down in Fort Worth, Texas, to test out the recipe. And I tell you guys, it did not disappoint. With everything that was going on, with the lighting and the dancing and the food, all the different colors, from even the traditional attires that a lot of women was wearing. I mean, it was amazing photographing them, portrait mode. I took a lot of portrait with this recipe, which kind of like made me think that this could be also cool for like portrait photography if you wanted to do something like that. I don't know how cool it would be if you were to use it in a studio setting for portrait, but definitely street portrait. And as usual, there's plenty of videos also shot to demonstrate how cool this recipe is. I mean, as much as I'm starting to enjoy getting into videography, I'm searching for like recipes that I'm gonna be using regularly to shoot different type of videos, and this is probably one of the best recipe that I've tested, especially if you have your color lighting set up nicely and you have a lot of colors going on. It's amazing. I loved it. So you guys will let me know. And like I always say, I shoot a lot of videos to show you guys what it looks like for video settings, and I also use the same recipe to shoot the video that I'm recording at the moment, so you guys can also see what it looks like. If you ever wanted to, like if you want to use it for YouTube or whatever the case may be, you could do that. It's up to you. But I enjoy the process, which is why I do it. Anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and you guys got something from it. And if you do, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week.